GSL. Welcome to GSL Antigua Shipyard.
All right, it's on in the upper left. Winning game number 1 in an upset with a build that we've never seen before. We have our Protoss player. He is
SK Telecom T1, Ray.
in the bottom right, cross spots. We have our Terran player. He lost that game in game number 1. It was a pretty big upset. Let's see if he can come back now. His ideas.
Liquid TaeJa.
All right, man. It's time to see, is Rain going to like mix in an all-in? We do see more all-ins from Protoss on this map than other maps. Will he try for like a standard Colossus play with a really late third base? You know, will he go for some sort of complicated 2-base all-in? Maybe like an 8-gate charge lot high Templar build? I gotta say, my favorite build that I have seen here so far, I believe it was Liquid Hero actually, with his poke out. That we were so wondering what was happening, but it was a poke, and it like caught his opponent off guard so badly that I think it was Beyond, I believe, and he like basically won the game with the poke out. It was almost a bop. I mean, he did go home, but like he did so much damage with it that it was like, okay, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
We did almost witness a bopping there.
Yeah, and guys, so basically, here's a few things. Like, Protoss doesn't move out too quickly with like Colossus tech especially. So Terran can start dropping on this map, and it's really hard to get back in your main correctly to defend it. It's like just kind of like the awkwardness of the map, the way it's shaped, is really good for Terran drops. So, you know, some players all in because of that as Protoss. Some players do try to play a standard game. You can. It's just, it's harder on this map than others. And some people like create interesting timings where if you want to drop them, it's going to be like a base trade. So they like try to keep in your base a bit longer so they can get more units so that their third base timing doesn't screw them. Because in normal third base timing, you need a main that's pretty easy to defend from drops. And that's just not what this map is, which is why it's one of the more interesting maps to watch, actually.
This is one of the first maps where we saw Genius, and I think he was the first guy who started doing this, getting blink before charge, just getting blink right away. And just waiting for drops to come. The drop, the medevac gets there, he just jumps in there and kills it.
Totally. It's almost, you know, obvious that people will drop on this map. So we do see blink first here a lot more than on other maps.
Right, the Nexus now is being planted.
So, I mean, very standard so far from Rain. TaeJa, very standard as well. Throwing up 2 more barracks. Should be throwing up 2 gas in just a second here.
Well, we're still kind of waiting to see what the tech pattern is going to be here for Rain. We haven't seen a Robo or Twilight Council or anything like that. If it gets to Starport, we just get really confused.
That would be so funny. Like a 1-gate expand into Stargate. Imagine that against Terran. You're like, like you flying with a Void Ray and they have 15 Marines. They're like, what? And then they just like attack, move, and win. They bop you.
Get bopped.
Yeah. All right, so Robo coming up.
Tech Lab now being produced. So we probably will see a stim here. A bunch of more Marines coming out. We could see Combat Shield too, but most likely stim.
Yeah. I mean, it's always a choice, but stim in this situation, like if you're going 3 racks, 2 gas, you have a bunker, you want to get stim. It's it's a little bit safer against like an attack time that'll hit around the time stim finishes. You know, like if he had gone 4 racks with that speed of Tech Lab, he might go possibly for the Combat Shield, just to be able to put on some extra damage or something if he was pushing out. But
yeah, make that army a little bit more of a better sponge when it comes to damage.
And notice some stats here for SK Telecom T1 Rain. He did very well in WCS Korea, for any of you that happen to watch that. And just overall, the StarCraft official matches, 65% is unbelievable. Like, really amazingly good pro gamers keep, like, 55%. 65% is, like, out of control. 70% is unheard of.
And no,
Flash.
he did not see the Robo facility.
Oh, he did? Wow.
So that's pretty huge.
Yeah, that's really good for him. I mean, he will see the Observer pop in when it pops in, but the Observer's going around the Watchtower. Because I think he realizes that he didn't see the Robo, so why show this right away? Buy some extra time with that so that he doesn't realize it until it's already there. Anytime you can keep your opponent a little bit off guard, like TaeJa may throw up a turret or something just to be safe.
Yeah, exactly. Twilight Council, by the way, also just now starting. More Observers here for Rain. TaeJa's not taking his third base yet. He's playing very defensively.
And you know what? The forge that Rain has made, I'm a little bit wary of. The location of that is so droppable.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
I think I have to straight up say I don't like the location of that. But I think what's happening here is Rain is possibly going just for like the charge lot High Templar opener. He's going right up to 6 gates. He's just getting, yeah. Okay, so charge lot on the way. Yeah, this is a good build on this map. It's a solid one. It gives you pretty good mobility. It gives you a force also that wins in a heads-up fight against Terran in the early game.
Yeah.
A lot of charge lots in Psystorm. Notice he is getting the Templar Archives. So, you know, this is a build we do see here a lot.
Those 3 gateways almost done. Templar Archives halfway complete.
Now that scan revealed a Robo and 6 gates and a Forge, a single Forge being Chronoed. So that's not actually telling. He doesn't know for sure what's happening at all right now. Because he does not know about the Twilight.
The Observer's going to move out now. He sees movement. He's got to be careful. Very smart there by Rain. He turns around. He doesn't want that Observer getting sniped. Takes that Observer out, actually.
Yeah, he actually warped his High Templars in, into the natural. I thought he'd actually warp those into the main because he's been scanned, so he knows that he's weak against drops right now. Anyways, okay, he's actually moved them. No, he moved them to the main then now. Okay. He's going to want to use those for feedbacks. If he can feedback the Medivacs, then the aggression is over.
Charge lot upgrade is going to finish like this very second.
Yeah, that's really quick. This is actually something he has to be careful about. Yeah. TaeJa turns around, really smart move. That army kills his opponent's army. No way to stop feedbacks.
Ghost Academy about halfway done.
And this is interesting. We haven't actually seen Storm started. He has started that +2 armor though, and he's still in 6 gates. So will he add 2 more gates, or will he go for a Nexus? It's really hard to say right now.
Well, he could try to get this Forge up here. Feedbacks will occur, though, if he does.
He realizes what's going on. And Rain was standing a little bit too close to the edge with those High Templars, I think. Cued him off.
Psystorm about 1/3 of the way done. And it looks like now Rain might be actually taking that 4th base.
Yeah, I'm not surprised he's not doing the all-in version of this. And in fact, as that factory saw the pylon come up, TaeJa got rid of all his bunkers. So he realizes, okay, because there's 2 versions of this. There's the expand one, and there's the all-in one.
Yeah, the all-in one can be pretty scary. Who do we see win with that?
A lot of people, but
no,
Genius,
but I mean this last week. Oh no, yeah, Genius I think won game number 1 with that.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I think that's the person you're talking about. But actually, he's adding 2 gates and hasn't taken this additional base yet. The probe's still there. He hasn't taken it. This means that he probably is going for an all-in, and he's even getting a Warp Prism. So,
okay,
we'll see. Nice pickup. Ooh. God, TaeJa's so good. Oh, I love it.
So
he's like, oh,
good.
2 pylons. Yeah, I'll kill those. Picks up, gets out of there.
Yeah, doesn't waste any time. Right, so this is going to be the all-in, guys.
That's what it's looking like. Is he going to make the Nexus or not?
Well, definitely not now. Not now with the factory landing here.
This is getting a little bit weird because he's like kind of hemmed and hawed about this. He keeps rebuilding the pylons there.
I think he can finally get this factory, kill it, and then do the all-in. Like, I don't think he's actually going to make that Nexus here. Look at actually the income here, or the money right now for Rain. He's like got way too much cash.
Yeah, well, he's got 8 gates, so he can get rid of it. And
here comes the Warp Prism. A nice drop, not killing enough SCVs though.
Yeah, not really killing much at all, but pretty nice follow-up storm there. Not exactly the best, but you know what? He's going to get away with... Oh, there you go. Pretty nice. Gets away with the High Templars. That's all that matters. Really nice move. And in fact, he's killed 11 SCVs.
All right, TaeJa's not taken his third base yet. He's got a command center. Looks like it's upgrading into a planetary or something down there. And another... Oh! Denied. Really well done by Rain.
Dude, Rain is playing to perfection, man.
He's on the ball.
He has played this so well. He was not greedy about the timing that he took his third Nexus. He played it very safe. TaeJa was never able to get damage on, which is why this map can be hard in this matchup. And to mix in those storm drops, amazing.
Whoa, really nice storm. Oh my god. Money storms right there.
Seriously.
Wow.
Cash money, dollar bills, tasteless.
Yo. Cash money probes.
All right. Really well done by Rain, keeping that supply up by about 30. TaeJa right now, though, you know, he does have his third base up. He's dropping all his mules there, which is really good. His SCV count's actually really healthy still at 53 against 55 probes. So the economy of TaeJa is still super strong. It's really the army that he's a little bit lacking in comparatively, because he's got a huge amount of Marines as against High Templar tech, which can be pretty hard unless he gets all of the High Templars. Or at least almost all of them, because those Marines die to Storm.
All right, the third base for Terran has been taken. He's chasing them all the way back home. And we're going to have another sword drop here. I don't know if there's enough SCVs for this to be warranted.
And, ooh, he gets out of there too. The Vikings coming now. Well, goodbye, War Prison.
You were not made for this world, War Prison.
You were too good for this world. It didn't deserve your War Prison.
All right, that's another annoying thing, is that he's got this Archon over there inside the base.
Yeah.
More nice snipes, though. You know, if he doesn't get a few of those storms on that army, I mean, Rain will lose the battle.
Yeah, he needs to get storms off. But he has really good upgrades. Nice storm! That's exactly what he needed right there. And in fact, those Zealots just going to continue to charge forward here. Some pretty good micro by TaeJa, but oh my god, all of his medevacs being taken out. Beautiful moves by Rain. And TaeJa's in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to retreat out of here, but his micro will pick off a lot of these Zealots.
Rain is on point right now. Unbelievable stuff here. Continuing to hit all these Marauders and Marines. Meanwhile, they're being remade back at home.
Nice turnaround and just in time to save the Archon. Amazing micro there by TaeJa, but yeah, the storms from the high ground were just too beautiful. Attacking into that area it didn't work. He thought he got the ghosts, I mean the High Templars with the ghosts, but the ones on the high ground, man, that like literally just changed the outcome of this game likely. Losing that many medevacs? Ouch.
And of course, here's the War Prism now coming out here, so he's not done continuing to do War Prism harass here in the late game against Rain.
And in fact, he's adding another forge. He's getting a robotics bay. And that robotics bay can be both for speed and a Colossus switch, because a Colossus switch at this point is unbelievably good.
Yeah, exactly. Ghost, not that helpful against Colossus.
I'd want to see a double robo, though, to actually do a Colossus switch. And he is going to go into that switch. But I feel like, you know, if you're playing a game like this, you just killed all their medevacs, they don't have a Viking count, and you randomly go into 2 Robo Colossus, unless they know the second you start that, they are going to be in terrible trouble.
All right, this drop's going to come in here and try to get these SCVs. Is it going to be effective?
I think it is. Beautiful size storms going down. And even hitting everything coming up. And looks like you get away with one of the High Templars.
So he can come back in there again at any point in time.
Yeah.
What is the worker count list?
Okay, the worker count is at 44 SCVs against 64 probes. So Rain's taking a strong lead there. And he's killed 23 SCVs. So that's great, man.
It really is.
Really, some superb drops here so far.
Rain is moving out yet again. 158 to 145. TaeJa's starting to catch up.
TaeJa's starting to push across again.
And now it looks like Terran's got Protoss on the run. We can see some EMPs or snipes.
This is a really good army, actually, against what he's going to be fighting. Oh my god, those were really good feedbacks. But anyways.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Really annoying at this point. TaeJa may even want to throw down a missile turret or something to deter this, or maybe have a Viking flying over there. Just something.
Yeah.
Because he can't keep turning around. Like, that was such an important drop because they were even in supply, and there weren't that many High Templars, and the Colossus weren't out quite yet. I mean, I think he had one out, but just one is not that big a deal. His army was mostly Archons, and with like 7 ghosts, he could have EMP'd them all to hell. So Really, that was a great drop timing that made TaeJa pull back, and now...
Do we have any Vikings here in the army?
I think he has one. Yeah, he has one.
Okay.
He is starting to make them, though. He realizes what's going on. But he's only making them a 1 starport, which is hard.
All right, Cloak is on the way now.
Yeah, something we haven't mentioned is the 4th base from Rain has been taken, and he set up a reasonable defense at it. A couple cannons, High Templar. That'll buy him time, at least, to figure out what he wants to do if he gets attacked.
Can you do a check for me? Does he actually know about that base?
Yeah, and he's going right now with 2 medevacs. Well, Rain's maxed out, actually, so it's going to be hard for him to save it. He can't do any emergency warpins. But he's going to attack during this time, and with TaeJa down 20 supply and another 20 of his supply attacking that other base, he's basically down 40 supply in this battle, Tasteless.
All right, he's coming down now. There's a ton of ghosts. EMPs coming down here, blanket the Protoss army. The Zealots coming in, and they're doing a lot of damage. The ghosts being pushed back by the Archons. The Colossi also just doing too much damage.
Need some good storms, but TaeJa dealt with that well. Rain led too far ahead with those Zealots. He needs the Colossi and Archons up there at a similar time, but everything evaporated before he got up there, and he actually has to pull back. He's lost his 4th base, he's lost a big chunk of his army, and now TaeJa has a supply lead. Really well done by TaeJa. Kind of a little bit of an amateur mistake by Rain. That was like an attack move when it should have been a bunch of move commands into an attack move.
Yeah, you know, it's too bad, man. Because Rain, throughout this entire series up until now, has basically made perfect decisions.
Yeah, he has. You know, it's a mistake, that attack, but his composition is still really strong. He's got 11 High Templars and 4 Colossus, and who cares what else? Because that's really late game PvT. Those are the 2 units that you really need a lot of. He's got solid upgrades. He's still making warp prisms.
Nice, actually blocking this off over here with a probe. No way that thing's going to land now. Probably should pick a pylon there.
Yeah, that'd be cute. There's enough coming in. It's like,
all right, we got a little drop over here.
Oh man, that should not work out at all. This many High Templars up here.
All right. Oh man. Wow.
Oh, he got one. Nice. But you know, TaeJa, he's still got the supply lead. He's making his composition better moment by moment. He's adding a lot of ghosts. He's adding a lot of Vikings. Because again, that's really what Rain has. He has Colossi Storm.
All right, the Zealots are hitting hard on these SCVs.
Yeah, that is so annoying. He does have a medevac going to clean it up, though. Let's see, can he get the right EMPs off here? Tasteless, I think he can. He has 12 ghosts in that army.
Nice! Beautiful! They're all evacuated. Too late! All he has to do now is keep... Actually, my God, TaeJa's just not... The TaeJa I'm used to casting right now. So many kills down there on those 2 expansions. So many SCVs killed just so quickly. What is the kill, Arjosis?
51 SCVs have been killed. Absolutely crazy. The exact opposite of what you'd expect in a matchup like this. But now Rain he's pulling back into a little bit of a defensive posture for now. He's trying to get his army count back up. He's done such great harassment, and the important part, he's not engaging while he's harassing. You know, he's like running his army away while he harasses. So it's like, well, go deal with that or come chase me back to my base where I have more weapons.
All right, another drop over here. Not that many SCVs, but still. Well. And now we got the Zealots warping in. He's just, I don't know, man. I think TaeJa might just slowly be carved apart.
It's possible. But he does have 10 Vikings. He has 7 medevacs and 14 ghosts. The rest of it, of course, is in Marines and Marauders. I think TaeJa has like 1 attack he's going to do because he only has 18 SCVs at this point. He's just taking so much damage.
Are you serious? That's insane.
But what that gives him is like a huge max. Huge one.
Buckle your seatbelts, guys. It's going to be pretty out of control. Oh, he didn't scan that observer. This is going to make it very easy. Oh my God. Okay, what is it count at now?
58 SCV kills. He's got 15 SCVs, man. So I mean, that makes his army supply insane.
Yeah.
Like TaeJa's army is worth 4,000 more minerals than Rain's army. To put this in perspective, 4,000 minerals more. Well, now 3, but
he's going to try to take the center over here, which is going to have a high chance of being dropped at, or not dropped at, storming from the high ground.
Not even stimming for that little group of units. Very good. Oh, that side storm on those Vikings, so well done. Rain holding this high ground. He still has to be super careful here. It's kind of a weird attack down.
Oh, this is so sick. I don't know if actually TaeJa can keep that, but then again, I don't know why Rain is giving up that location.
You know, TaeJa's running out of economy here. This is getting pretty scary for him. He's down to 13 SCVs. That's very little.
He's also... Oh, wait, hold on. Very nice. Some feedbacks there on the medevacs.
Yeah, anything that he can cast spells on is great because there's so many ghosts that those high templates won't last for long. So any kills they can get is huge.
Oh, really nice on those ghosts.
Yep.
Damn.
But he does have a ton of medevacs, so I think he's going to wait to charge those up. Meantime, we do see a attempted snipe.
Oh, okay, that's very smart of him. He backs up. Doesn't want to bungle this one moment that he has to win.
Yeah, this is literally still that one moment that TaeJa has to win. He has to use this army to just overrun Rain. But the problem is, every time he's picking off a few units here and there, Rain warps in some more units. Whereas whenever TaeJa loses units, it's a lot harder for him to actually remake.
Okay, now this orbital is burning and got to be sent elsewhere. Looks like he's going to get this Archon here at the edge.
Oh, beautiful side storms. Oh, so much of TaeJa's army is melting. He does cloak. He is moving forward. There is observers.
Oh my God, that's it, GG.
Wow.
Holy moly. Holy cow, Artosis.
Cowabunga tasteless.
Yeah, man. That was totally tubular.
Rain
dude,
just
he played
perfectly. He played
so
two fantastic PvTs.
He actually exhausted TaeJa.
I think Rain TaeJa's a little bit surprised. He's like, what? Aren't I just going to win GSL this season? I don't know, TaeJa. Rain's looking so good. We can really see why the other pro gamers say that he is one they're looking out for that may be able to even win GSL this season.
I can't believe that was TaeJa I was casting back there. Rain, he was so patient. He never full-on engaged the Terran. Instead, he just kept taking out SCVs, kept getting him out of position, kept fighting battles he knew he would win.
His builds were really smart. That was a good build for that map. He always had high templars in the right spots for feedbacks. He threw up defensive cannons here and there in really good spots, but didn't overmake them. Total fan, man. I liked Rain before. Now I love him.
I think
he will be mine.
When we get back from this 5-minute break, we're going to have Pult up against Rain, so stay tuned.